Now at 9, authorities arrest a suspect in multiple Southwest Missouri Dollar General armed robberies. Plus, some local small businesses are offering Black Friday deals to compete with the big box stores. And
the Gorillas football season is on the line right here in Michigan tomorrow afternoon. I've got the details coming up in sports.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. Authorities in Newton County arrest a man suspected in the armed robbery of 2 Southwest Missouri Dollar General stores. Authorities say the robberies happened last Sunday and Monday, one at a Dollar General in Racine and one in Loma Linda. Last night, police were waiting. They saw someone who matched the suspect's description enter a Dollar General in Granby and approached him. The suspect drove off, but shortly after went off the road into a ravine. He then pulled out his gun and ran off, but was later found at a motel in Neosho and arrested. Amidst the chaos found in big box stores during Black Friday, some may overlook deals happening at smaller local stores. KOAM's Anthony Saviello tells us more about how you can find good deals by shopping local.
Packed parking lots and mile-long lines are to be expected this time of year. But those big box stores aren't the only ones running deals and sales for consumers.
The holidays are kind of like a small business and boutique owners like bread and butter. Yep. Like it's a make or break time, so we need the people coming in the doors for Black Friday. So we want to make it worth their while, definitely.
We have families that this is their stop. They always stop with us, and they always make sure that they come out and do their boutique shopping. And so it's really great to see just any of the boutiques just really being supported right now.
Sophie and Blue Moon Boutiques are both stores that have been through the Black Friday ringer before. For Christopher Hills and his 2-week-old store, The Vibes, the holiday season is set to be a great start.
But it made sense to do it now. Yeah. Because you let the pot stir too long or cook too long, you could miss your opportunity.
Like most small businesses, his store brings a unique feel to the area.
There's a lot of places around here within an hour and a half drive that you can get most of the same stuff, but since being from here is kind of like a major thing for us, we have the opportunity to bring the stuff that we've seen in other places and kind of give it the vibe that we've been looking for around here.
Along with unique clothing, small businesses also offer a unique experience.
It's not about selling to us, it's about making people feel good about how they look and giving them a fun environment to come in.
We just appreciate all the small businesses down here and all of our customers, and we just encourage people to shop local wherever and whenever they can.
So when it comes to shopping local, big box brands just can't compete. Reporting in Joplin, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Well, tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. Many local businesses in our area say they plan on having even more deals and giveaways than they did for Black Friday. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, especially at the Ronald McDonald House in Joplin. Members of the 4-State Village People Department 56 Collectors Club set up a miniature Christmas village at the house this morning. Now, it's quite a tradition for the Ronald McDonald House, as this is the 21st year the club has set up a Christmas village display for the families staying at the house to enjoy.
Department 56 is the company based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they have actually donated the pieces to Ronald McDonald House. And as a civic organization that we're in, we elected to set this up as a goal of our club to donate back to the community.
The Ronald McDonald House is located at 3402 South Jackson Avenue in Joplin. With Thanksgiving over, many families are getting ready to decorate for Christmas this weekend, and some 4-state families counted on an extra helping hand to put their lights out. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to some residents who are already getting festive.
In the upcoming weeks, Jessica Linder and her family are saying goodbye to the house where they lived for the last 11 years. Without wanting to unpack the Christmas decorations, they decided to bring Christmas spirit to their house in a different way.
We would just really like to have the outside decorated because we're not going to decorate the inside or even pull all of our stuff out of the attic just because we're really close to moving. And this would be a great way to celebrate Christmas.
With her husband being afraid of heights and with both of them dealing with busy schedules, they decided to hire a professional to put up their Christmas lights. A treat for them, for their neighbors, and their house. Harris Bros was the company responsible for bringing the Christmas spirit to the house in Webb City.
I mean, it's just awesome. You know, you get to take a house that's completely like a blank canvas, and you get to paint it with just colors. Sometimes it's pure white, sometimes it's multicolored. It's really great. I mean, it just fills your heart with happiness.
When it is off-season, Harris Bros specializes in window and gutter cleaning and pressure wash. But when Christmas comes around, they change their focus. A job that fulfills Harry's.
How can it not fill you with warmth, you know, just happiness? Just say here, in the daytime you look at it, it looks incredible. But then at night when you come back and you look at it, it's like, whoa, it just sets it off. It's such a nice view.
Christmas lights gives you a great, it's a Christmas spirit. It just makes you feel good.
Christmas, for sure, helps to put some people like Harry's in a good mood.
Merry Christmas.
In Webb City, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
And we want to see your outdoor Christmas decorations. Go to our Facebook to share pictures of your home. Well, gamers in Joplin today came together for an old-fashioned LAN party. A LAN party consists of people bringing their own computers from home to a central location and playing multiplayer games together. Pennington Station hosted the JopLAN event. It was a chance for people to get together, play games, and explore VR together.
It's such a interesting thing to involve ourselves with and play video games, but just, I mean, look at what we're doing now. We're all waiting and got our computer set up to the same network. It's a digital connection that will lead to a physical connection. I've known a lot of these people. People come and go, but like video games will be here forever.
And people were able to bring either a computer and keyboard or a console and TV to play on. Pitt State football is putting their season on the line tomorrow in the second round of the Division II playoffs. And we sent sports director John Dales all the way to Michigan to cover the action.
Thanks, Tanya. I'm here at Lubbers Stadium on the campus of Grand Valley State University, where tomorrow afternoon, Pitt State football tries to keep its 2023 season alive. The Gorillas got here last night for their second round playoff game. That contest gets started at noon on Saturday, again tomorrow. I'll have more details on what's at stake and what the Gorillas have to say coming up in sports.
All right, thanks, John. Coming up, tips to make sure those toys you're buying for Christmas are safe for your kids to play with. A warning as you shop those Black Friday deals. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says not all toys are safe, especially those purchased online. Amanda Gaither has ways to help make sure the presents you're buying are safe.
You want the best gift, but before you buy a toy, make sure it's the right one.
Do see too many toy injuries happening each year.
Last year, 11 toy-related deaths in children 14 and younger were reported to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, most from choking or asphyxiation due to small parts, balls, or balloons. The agency says there were also an estimated 145,000 toy-related injuries treated in emergency departments for children 12 and younger.
A lot of those actually are non-motorized scooters. So making sure that the toys are age appropriate. Look for the warnings on the toys as well.
To keep kids safe, check the labels for age guidance. Make sure what you're getting is appropriate.
Even if you're buying for an older child, think about if there are younger kids in the household too, to make it safe for everybody.
To know a toy is safe, look for a certification mark that shows it's been independently tested for safety. If buying online, check drop-down menus for additional safety information. If purchasing secondhand products online, make sure what you're buying hasn't been recalled. Online sellers may also be from a third party, so make sure they're reputable.
Far too often what we find is some of these people are based overseas, and when we see a defective product and we go back and want to recall, they just disappear.
Well, Doug is next with a complete look at your forecast. And later, Pitt State takes on Grand Valley State tomorrow in the second round of the playoffs. We'll hear from the team in sports.
Well, it turned out to be a much cooler day for us on this Black Friday compared to Thanksgiving when we warmed up into lower 60s. Not the case today. High temp, a chilly 44 degrees, but at least we had the sunshine. It looks pretty good out there right now. Parking lot full. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just southwest of Seneca, Missouri. But we are going to see the clouds increase tonight. Kind of a stiff northeasterly wind. 30 in Lamar, 39 in Anderson, 35 in Welch. Parsons sitting at 33 degrees, and most of us will drop back upper 20s later on tonight. But we look okay, at least visibility is good. That northerly wind 5 to 10 makes it feel a little bit colder than what it actually is. Actual temperature drops back to about 28, 40 by 10, but clouds increase as we go through the morning hours into the afternoon hours as our next storm system is building. Look at the snow back through Nebraska into the central Rockies. So a pretty intense little upper level wave is going to rotate through as we go into late tomorrow night and Sunday. All light snow on the leading edge out across central and western parts of Nebraska. So we're going to be dry tonight, and most of the day tomorrow we're going to be dry. Our rain chances start to creep up tomorrow evening, and then very good chances tomorrow night, and then of course they taper off as we go into Sunday morning. All right, let me walk you through time. Upper 20s to start the weekend. Clouds increase throughout the day. So here's the noon hour. Mid 40s, I think most of us warm near 50. Look at the rain increasing. Here's 4 p.m. In the blue, you have snow. Yates Center over toward Iola, just north of Fredonia. Rain continues to develop. Most of us are going to be a cold rain. So here's 8 p.m. Rain pushing into southwestern Missouri. That rain-snow line, Iola, Chanute, Fredonia. So once you get toward Yates Center, you're all snow at this point in time. As we continue tomorrow night, a cold rain, some flakes mixed in, but again, northwestern counties, you are going to be snow. And then late tomorrow night into Sunday morning, as the back edge passes through, most of us will get a quick band of light snow into Sunday morning, and then the clouds will break up, and then we look okay by the time we head into Sunday afternoon. All right, snowfall potential. I do think most of us along and north of I-44, you're going to at least have flakes, but it's mainly going to melt on impact. Yates Center, 1 to 4 inches, closer to 1, Iola, Chanute, and then 4 to 8 inches of snow once you get out Wichita, Emporia, up toward Kansas City. Rainfall, it's going to be light, 1/10, 2/10, 1/4 of an inch across the region. Of course, heavier, but this is all snowfall out across our western counties. Most of the days dry tomorrow. Showers pick up. Rain, snow mix tomorrow night. And then, of course, on Sunday, 43, so it stays pretty chilly. So this is going to be our first event that at least part of the viewing area gets some wintry weather. 29 tomorrow night, 43 Sunday, 45 on Monday. Rain chances back in next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A cooler week for us next week, too.
All right. It's this time of year. The temperatures are supposed to be getting colder.
Yeah, just next Friday is December 1st.
Yeah,
crazy.
Hard to believe. I'll take those 60s back. Well, coming up, what a new report shows about how Small Business Saturday is expected to compare to Black Friday this year. For many families across the country, Black Friday serves as a day of relaxation after gathering with family and friends around a traditional dinner the night before. But for the serious deal hunters, it's always been a day of no rest. Ivan Rodriguez explains what shoppers can expect this Black Friday and how retailers are attempting to entice consumers.
For many shoppers on Black Friday, the day begins bright and early. For me, it's about tradition and family. I've got my daughter and my niece here with me. We have my niece sleep over. We come to the mall. We're here by 6 a.m. We shop till we drop, and then we head home this afternoon.
This year, retailers are departing from only offering their claimed best deals the day after Thanksgiving by ruling out Black Friday-like sales weeks in advance, meaning long lines like these might not be a common sight across department stores this Black Friday. But it doesn't mean consumers won't be shopping at all throughout the weekend, which could be good news for small businesses.
I just feel really lucky and blessed that we've had people who've been loyal to us.
This year, about 60% of holiday shoppers are likely to choose Small Business Saturday for holiday shopping, which is slightly higher than the 56% of shoppers likely to shop on Black Friday, according to a report by Bankrate. Some analysts say that social media is now the place where some are finding inspiration.
The toy space as well has a lot of influencers, parenting influencers, showing off what they're getting their kids and really influencing what those top toys of the year that are likely going to sell out.
In recent years, the traditional Black Friday has undergone a noticeable evolution, especially for those no longer interested in doorbuster promotions. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
For some ways you can support local small businesses, head on over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Whether it's to save money or save our planet, an increasing number of shoppers are turning to secondhand shopping. The trend even has its own holiday, hoping to shine a light on the benefits of upcycling. It's called Secondhand Sunday. Resale site Poshmark is paving the way, holding its second annual shopping event Sunday. As far as the consumer, the trend is mostly driven by millennials and Gen Z. Well, it may be the season of giving, but this time of year, certain types of scams are also more likely. For example, when it snows, expect an uptick in snowplow scams, where homeowners pay up front, but no one ever arrives to do the work. And if you receive a notice that your gas or electric will be shut off for a past due bill, be sure to first confirm it's a real bill before forking over your hard-earned cash. Up next, we'll check out the world's largest holiday lights maze that just opened in Kansas City. Take a look at this. What you see here is the world's largest holiday lights maze. Crews at Legends Field in Kansas City have been working for more than a month to set up all 4 million lights. The attraction includes a light maze, ice skating, and vendors. It opened today and will remain open through the holidays. 30 more minutes of news, weather, and sports is coming your way. Why the Biden administration is hoping for a strong showing this Black Friday.
You're watching the 4 states' most watched news.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. A man says he faces homelessness after Social Security ordered him to repay tens of thousands of dollars. Tim Middaugh lives in the city of Peculiar, Missouri. He's been receiving Social Security benefits for years. But recently, he says he received a letter from the agency saying he was overpaid and owes more than $62,000. According to the government, Tim is not alone. More than 65 million Americans receive benefits, but about 1 million each year receive notification letters saying they were overpaid. Retailers are not the only ones hoping for a strong start to the holiday shopping season today. The Biden administration is also looking for signs of renewed optimism among consumers and voters. Doug Lusader has more from Washington.
Traditional Black Friday doorbusters may not play the role they used to, but even so, retailers are looking for a strong showing today, and by some measures, the economy is doing well.
But in discretionary goods, we've seen 7 consecutive quarters of both dollars and units declining. So you're buying less apparel, less items for your home, fewer toys. You're seeing some of the pressure in those categories.
And polling certainly backs up the idea that voters are not thrilled with the economy.
In the last several years, the cost of living has gone up a cumulative 18%, and median household income has dropped 3%, which means there's a 21% delta. What people were able to buy 3 years ago It now costs them about 20% more given the change in both prices and wages.
Now, the White House argues that consumers shouldn't feel so down, and through a series of high-profile Bidenomics events, the president has tried to hone that pitch.
I truly believe this country is about to take off.
You look at Thanksgiving holiday, the travel. People are traveling in record numbers, spending money. Consumer spending has been up. So all of these are positive indicators.
Still, young voters especially are feeling squeezed and often priced out of the housing market, and many are loaded up with student loan debt, with payments resuming.
Don't forget, that's going to take a chunk of consumers' disposable and discretionary income or spending plans out of the mix because they have to pay those student loans. So there's that to worry about as well.
And that's a real worry for Democrats heading into 2024, the possibility of losing support from young voters heading into the election. And of course, President Biden has tried repeatedly to cancel student loan debt. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Democrats appear to be divided when it comes to the Israel-Hamas war, and a person's age may reflect where they stand. That's according to a recent Quinnipiac poll. In all, 56% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters approve of President Biden's handling of the conflict. But when you break it down by age, the poll shows only 24% of those younger than 35 approve of how Biden is responding to the war. A bit later, we'll learn about an app rewarding students for getting good grades.
Well, it turned out to be a much cooler day for us on this Black Friday compared to Thanksgiving when we warmed up into lower 60s. Not the case today. High temp, a chilly 44 degrees. But at least we have the sunshine. It looks pretty good out there right now. Parking lot full. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just southwest of Seneca, Missouri. But we are going to see the clouds increase tonight. Kind of a stiff northeasterly wind. 30 in Lamar, 39 in Anderson, 35 in Welch. Parsons sitting at 33 degrees. And most of us will drop back upper 20s later on tonight. But we look okay. At least visibility is good. That northerly wind 5 to 10 makes it feel a little bit colder than what it actually is. Actual temperature drops back to about 28, 40 by 10. But clouds increase as we go through the morning hours into the afternoon hours as our next storm system is building. Look at the snow back through Nebraska into the central Rockies. So a pretty intense little upper level wave is going to rotate through as we go into late tomorrow night and Sunday. All light snow on the leading edge out across central and western parts of Nebraska. So we're going to be dry tonight, and most of the day tomorrow we're going to be dry. Our rain chances start to creep up tomorrow evening, and then very good chances tomorrow night, and then of course they taper off as we go into Sunday morning. All right, let me walk you through time. Upper 20s to start the weekend. Clouds increase throughout the day. So here's the noon hour. Mid 40s, I think most of us warm near 50. Look at the rain increasing. Here's 4 p.m. In the blue, you have snow. Yates Center over toward Iola, just north of Fredonia. Rain continues to develop. Most of us are going to be a cold rain. So here's 8 p.m. Rain pushing into southwestern Missouri. That rain-snow line, Iola, Chanute, Fredonia. So once you get toward Yates Center, you're all snow at this point in time. As we continue tomorrow night, a cold rain, some flakes mixed in, but again, northwestern counties, you are going to be snow. And then late tomorrow night into Sunday morning, as the back edge passes through, most of us will get a quick band of light snow into Sunday morning, and then the clouds will break up, and then we look okay by the time we head into Sunday afternoon. All right, snowfall potential. I do think most of us along and north of I-44, you're going to at least have flakes, but it's mainly going to melt on impact. Yates Center, 1 to 4 inches, closer to 1, Iola, Chanute, and then 4 to 8 inches of snow once you get out Wichita, Emporia, up toward Kansas City. Rainfall, it's going to be light, 1/10, 2/10, 1/4 of an inch across the region. Of course, heavier, but this is all snowfall out across our western counties. Most of the days dry tomorrow. Showers pick up. Rain, snow mix tomorrow night. And then, of course, on Sunday, 43, so it stays pretty chilly. So this is going to be our first event that at least part of the viewing area gets some wintry weather. 29 tomorrow night, 43 Sunday, 45 on Monday. Rain chances back in next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A cooler week for us next week, too.
All right. It's this time of year. The temperatures are supposed to be getting colder.
Yeah, just next Friday is December 1st.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hard to believe. I'll take those 60s back. While the official first day of winter is still weeks away, in some parts of the country, it's felt like Old Man Winter has already settled in for several weeks now. Meteorologists say the naturally occurring climate pattern, El Nino, is driving unusual weather patterns across the country this year. Already this fall, El Nino has made Texas wetter than normal, improving drought conditions. Coming up in sports, Missouri Southern women's basketball is on the road for a tournament in Central Texas. Plus, sports director John Dales is in Michigan for a preview ahead of Pittsburgh State's playoff game tomorrow afternoon. We'll have all the details next.
Well, we are only one more day away until the Pittsburgh State Gorillas take the field for the second round of the NCAA Division II College Football Playoffs. Our very own sports director, John Dales, is in Allendale, Michigan, ahead of Pitt State's big game.
Thanks, Brock. And now we welcome you to Lubbers Stadium on the campus of Grand Valley State University. This field is going to be where Pitt State's 2023 football season is on the line tomorrow afternoon. They face the Lakers, who just beat the defending national champion, Ferris State.
We have a mentality of spot the ball wherever we have to go. If we have to go on the road, if we get to play at home, really wherever we go, we're just excited to have the opportunity to play football.
Coach Wright says home, road doesn't matter, but you may remember last season ended with Pitt State losing a playoff game on the road. In fact, the Gorillas have not won a road playoff game since, get this, 2005, something they try to change tomorrow despite plenty of naysayers.
You got these D2 experts, you got D2football.com. They do a little preview every week. They had 5 guys on this show. And they kind of go over each matchup from each region. When they got to our matchup, they did their selections. Well, all 5 of them picked Grand Valley, I'd say within 30 seconds. So there wasn't much of a second thought about that. Last week, you could see we were on upset alert. So it's just like, D2 guys, experts, they're entitled to their own opinion. But they publish articles out there, and we see that stuff, and that's okay. We're fine with not getting the respect. Again, we're just worried about what we do.
Well, the Gorillas' chance to earn that respect and keep their season alive. Again, it happens tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central on this field right here as they kick things off. I'll keep you updated on everything going on in that game between Pitt State and Grand Valley State. You can find updates on my Twitter and on my Facebook throughout the contest. But for now, Brock, we'll go back to you.
All right, thank you very much, John. So Pittsburgh State, just as John mentioned, looking to get that first playoff road win since 2005. Second year in a row that the Gorillas have had to make the trip up to Michigan for the second round of the NCAA playoffs. Kickoff is at noon Central Time. We will have full highlights and post-game reaction from that game right here tomorrow night on KOAM. Well, in college hoops this afternoon, the Missouri Southern Lions women's basketball team is in action. Lions are in San Angelo, Texas for the Rambell Thanksgiving Classic. After winning their first 2 games of the season, Lions have dropped their second game in a row now. Southern loses to Angelo State 80-61. Mia Topping had 12 points. Maggie Saki had 11. Missouri Southern will try to get back in the win column tomorrow as they will take on Midwestern State. Well, the Oklahoma Sooners are still in the race for the Big 12 title game. Now, Oklahoma still needs to win in order to get there, but first they have to do that, and it starts with trying to win their final home game of the season. Oklahoma versus TCU. Hey, former Sooner Adrian Peterson in the house. We start things in the first quarter. Sooners up 7-6. Dylan Gabriel throws deep to Jaden Gibson in stride. Jersey being tugged, doesn't matter. Touchdown OU. Sooners lead 14-6. In the second quarter now, OU leads 14-13. Dylan Gabriel again airing it out against the TCU secondary. Brennan Thompson with the catch and the touchdown for the Sooners. They lead at 21-13. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now. Sooners leading 62-38. Josh Hoover overthrows his receiver, and Billy Bowman there with the interception. And man, he still won't go down on his feet. Takes it the distance for a pick 6. No sweat here. OU rolls on to win this one 69-45. Mizzou versus Arkansas now in the first quarter. No score. Cody Schrader's been on a tear this season. Former Truman State Bulldog takes it 36-yard deep into opponent territory. Later that drive, Schrader up the middle into the end zone. Tigers go up 7-0. In the second quarter now, it's 10-0 Mizzou. Quarterback Brady Cook keeps it himself. Mizzou goes up 17-0 now. We head to the third quarter. Missouri has a 27-0 lead. Cook with the bootleg to Brett Norfleet. Easy touchdown there. Tigers take down the Razorbacks as Mizzou wins this one 48-14 over Arkansas. And going back to Pitt State football, it's going to be a little chilly up there in Michigan, as we just saw John moments ago.
And they will definitely hopefully they will get that respect they want with a win.
Yes, absolutely. I'm hoping they get that respect, and that's what they've been saying all week. And it's kind of funny, all these D2 commentators, the guys write the articles, players really feed off that.
Oh yeah, I mean, how do you not look at those things? But you can't let it get in your head.
Can't let it get in your head, but you can only use it for motivation.
That's right. All right, thank you so much. We'll be right back. Turns out getting good grades pays off in more ways than one. Lindsay Toman shows us the app that's rewarding students for doing well in school.
And once you claim a reward, you get your gift card here to show up.
For many students, school already feels like a full-time job. Renault Sanders' mission is to help pay them for their hard work.
So one of the big things when I was in school, I had friends who had part-time jobs, and when I asked my parents for a part-time job, they said, no, you have a job, it's called school.
That's why he created School Economy.
What we do is incentivize school through a gamified system and really just want to add fun and encouragement for students.
He started the app in January, and it's already grown to more than 6,000 students across the country who have cashed in more than 500 rewards.
Students have been redeeming gift cards, so some of those gift cards are $10, $25, $50 gift cards.
His goal is to add more users and offer bigger rewards by bringing on big companies.
Students love it. Parents love it. And that extra buy-in that will really make the biggest difference is going to come from those brand partners and corporations.
The app is for grade school all the way through college, and Sanders hopes it will help reach students who might need a little extra help.
It's students that have those struggles that are right in the middle where a few good decisions or a few bad decisions could make the world of difference in life.
He's also creating additional educational content for lessons outside of the classroom, like how to dress for success and personal finance.
The feedback from parents, they've been letting me know that students are more engaged in school, excited about homework, and different things like that. So I see it being a benefit in the long run as well.
While students love the rewards, the biggest reward is the boost in their grades.
Well, coming up, we'll learn more about one of our newest additions to the KOAM family, reporter Fernanda Silva. KOAM has seen some new faces arrive in the past year, and we want to introduce you to them. One of our most recent additions is reporter Fernanda Silva. Here's Dal Quick to make the introductions.
This is Rio, the best kitty on planet Earth.
Rio is getting used to his new home and his new person.
And then look how little he was, so tiny.
The little stray needed a lot of love, and it turns out he had a lot of love to give.
Then when I found him, I was like, well, right now it's God sending me a gift, so I just took it.
Fernanda is getting used to her new home too, a long way from her roots in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
This is another picture of my parents and my sister Isa. But this is my grandma. And this is also when my sister was in the U.S. visiting me.
It's easy to see from the many, many pictures how much her family means to Fernanda.
But it just makes me think of them and remind me how much I love them and how much it's important for me to have them around. And this is my granddad. He actually passed away a couple of weeks ago, which was really heartbreaking. With my granddad passing away and with, other health situations going on in the family, there are some days that are better than others, but because we keep in touch all the time, I think it makes it easier. Oi, mamate. Tudo bom? Tô com o pessoal da TV aqui só pra...
Fernanda's family has a lot of reasons to be proud. After graduating from college in Brazil, Faye earned her master's degree in journalism from KU. She's now pursuing her passion as a multimedia journalist.
I'm loving. I love reporting. I love meeting people, telling their stories. This is something that I'm passionate about, journalism. This is why I chose journalism. I think telling people's story, and this is what I love, and I'm passionate about local journalism. Is that what I'm covering? People are watching it because it's really important for them.
Reporting also allows her to explore the four-state area and nurture a fascination with Route 66.
When we got here, I just took some pictures of it because first, it's a beautiful place. Second, it's also historical because it's on Route 66. A lot of Brazilians look at Route 66 as this icon, this very American thing. You know, I'm living the American dream here.
Faye's American dream began in Shawnee, Kansas, as an exchange student in a home with a child who shared her battle with diabetes.
From when I was 14 until when I was an exchange student here in the U.S. for the first time, I would never talk about it. And he still was just dealing with it so much better than I was, that I was like, I want to be like him. So a young kid was my inspiration to be a better diabetic. So this is my insulin pump. It is connected, this is the pump, and this is where the insulin gets in. But I try to do my best always. Like I'm always checking my insulin pump, checking my blood sugar, and trying to live as healthy as I can. I'm telling you, this is horrible.
New job, new home, new cat, and even a new sport. Faye says she's enjoying her new life in the four states. Anchored by a lifeline that's more than 5,000 miles long.
You can meet the rest of our team by heading to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. That's our time for tonight. Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you with video of baby capybaras at the Houston Zoo. Have a great night and an even better weekend.